with the lovely Miss Una Clarke. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. I mean, you've been in public service for decades, and tonight you were, honored for leaving a legacy. And you talked a lot about legacy earlier today. Talk to us about what your legacy is.
It's always very hard to describe your own legacy, but it is always an honor when others acknowledge your contribution and think that you've left a legacy. And I think a lot of people think that the Honorable Yvette D. Clarke, Representative Clarke, the 11th Congressional District is a legacy of mine because I was the first ever immigrant from any place, anywhere in the world to be elected to the New York City Council, black or white, Asian or African, or Europe. I'm the first ever person with an accent, born outside of the United States, to have been elected to the New York City Council, and that Representative Yvette D. Clarke, a member of Congress from the 11th District, then became a second generation to be elected.
Congratulations on being honored tonight.
Thank you very much. I consider it a privilege to have been selected by Redemption Incorporated to be honored along with my mother this evening. That's a real special twist to it because were it not for her, I probably would have never gotten into public service. It's very interesting because what a lot of people don't realize is that my mother was a community activist far before she got involved in electoral politics. As a matter of fact, when my mom was elected, I was already a young adult. So it was really our home and family that shaped sort of my worldview when it came to public service through civic and social community-based activities. So when my mom got elected, of course we were proud because it was a manifestation and a validation of all the hard work that she had put in with the PTAs, with the block associations, with the daycare movement, all of which I engaged with her as her child.
Mr. Grannum and Dr. Grannum. Congratulations on being honored tonight. That's Legacy, Art of Legacy.
Thank you very much. We were brought up in the church, and I think when you're brought up in the church, you learn a lot about service and taking care of other people and putting yourself second. And our parents have always been that way, doing things for others. And I think that just continues on now. You just feel good about doing it.
It's something that was instilled in us by our father to constantly look out for each other and expanding that to the places that we've lived. So our family has been involved in real estate, which is my full-time occupation now, and we provide, homes, apartments for people in Clinton Hill and Bedford Stuyvesant.
It is a great honor to be honored by Redemption. It's a wonderful honor for me and my mother. It's a lot, but I love it. It's a passion of mine. It's not like I had to do this. I enjoy it, and I'm truly blessed by it because it's not a startup. It's already been started for me, so I just have to continue to make it grow. So I'm blessed. That's all I can really say about that.
Hi, Congressman Owens. How are you?
Hello, hi.
All right, so I just wanted to ask you, why was it that you thought it was important to be here today to support Redemption, Inc.?
Well, any organization that's seeking to raise money for scholarships for our youngsters is important to me. We desperately need more educational opportunities, and even when you have City University, which has low tuition, it's still out of the reach of a whole lot of youngsters. And some of my best students, I'm teaching now at Medgar Evers College, some of my best students are working all day long, and they come to school in the evening on Saturday, and they could use some help. We need to have some way to not keep people in a situation where they're under great pressure. If they're good students, we ought to have a scholarship fund so that you've proven yourself, we can give you some money to help you continue.
I continue to serve these young people because we have a connection. I I find myself at the age of 28. I started the organization when I was 19, desperate. Desperate for change. Change within myself, change within my community, and change on a larger, greater scale. And I realized for all of that to happen, I had to give my all. I had to put everything I had into this organization.
Well, they're just doing fantastic work, and I always try to support people that are doing real work and on the ground and on the streets. And they're doing this work with, as I mentioned in my short speech, just a couple of nickels. And some of these guys who are getting lots and lots of dollars are not doing the quality work that's being done here. So anytime I get a chance to support that, I want to.
We are here with Tiffany Tucker, the woman of the hour who made this whole gala possible. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. The biggest question is, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy. The event came, it went, it was fabulous, so I'm good.
I mean, how much work goes into doing something? I mean, you're running around, you're doing a lot of stuff. Like, how much work goes into it?
A lot of work goes into this. In addition to, we had a wonderful committee. I'm so grateful to the committee members because without them, this would have not been possible. This is our first time having a gala, and so I've never done anything of this kind, capacity, and so that's how we came to be. So a group of folks came to us and said, you know what, Redemption should have a gala, and we should start it this year. And I was like, okay. And so I said, okay, let's do it, you know, and they made it happen. It wasn't just talk. They put action behind it. In addition to, we had the Borough President's Office who said, we'll help you and we'll support. And so this was a partnership with the Borough President's Office as they donated the space because other people would have to pay for the space. So they were gracious enough to us to have us come in, donate the space as well as the awards for the honorees.